You know, this is probably one of the hardest videos I've made in terms of trying to guess what is next. What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to do the obvious discussion video that we always got to do around this time of year, and that is what is even coming for year 4? What can we expect? What is going to be happening? And just, I can't believe we honestly made it this far. I never thought that this game that I've been covering on this channel for almost 3 years now would be at its year 4 anniversary. I still remember the STR Janemba Day, or STR Janemba Days, wow. The STR Gogeta and Into Janemba Days. And I'm just like, wow, the where we've been now, essentially. It's kind of come full circle, actually, because now Janemba and STR Gogeta are more powerful than their STR and counterparts, essentially, you know, the 120% leads. And funny enough, we're back at year 4. So the big question is what in the world are we having? Now, there have been a few things kind of data mined and leaked in terms of what we can be expecting from the app itself. Supposedly we're going to be getting an app update I think it's 4.2, I believe, according to Team Dokkaner. And this is supposed to add a lot of, like, again, extra feature stuff. So this will probably be late January, right before year 4 starts. They don't usually do app updates during the celebration. It's going to be right before the celebration, kind of during the dead zone time that we would call it usually. And then some, you know, obviously Dokkan Fest kind of thing happens right there. So the big thing that we're looking at, though, with that is supposedly there's supposed to be, like, some kind of, like, voice acting when it comes to the actual game itself, supposedly. I'm not exactly sure how. I don't know if that just simply means whenever someone does a power-up or a super attack or something like that, but that's a lot of audio files right there they have to do for every single character, if that's how it's going to look or anything like that, or if it's just simply going to be whenever you touch the card that you make a quick, you know, grunt or sound or something like that. But nonetheless, again, that's still a lot of audio stuff that we're looking at. So, and then there's a couple other things that he looked at. I'll leave a link down in the description below in terms of what those app updates are. But in terms of at the time of this recording, which is again January 14th, 2019, we don't really have any idea what year 4 is going to be bringing. Some people are speculating. I was actually talking with a couple people that are thinking that maybe there's going to be an official 150% lead for combination, the combination category, because as of right now, we only have that bad LR Yamcha and Pudding, essentially. So there's some speculation that maybe that's going to be the next category. But generally, year 4, I mean, to my knowledge, every single year has been a dual Dokkan Fest. We had STR Gogeta and the Into Janemba. And then the second year was the SHA4s. And then the third year was the LR Dokkan Fest, which was the first and the only time we've ever seen it so far, LR Gogeta and Vegito. So the big question is, are we going to be seeing just simply 2 normal Dokkan Fests, and then maybe halfway through the month we'll see an LR, kind of like we did the 250 million download celebration? Because as much as we all love the LR Vegito and Gogeta, I think a lot of people, at least over here in Japan, definitely complained about the LR simply because of the rates and how the banners were and everything like that. So, and we haven't seen anything else since that. Like, we are all I remember we were all speculating after year 3, where it's like, okay, we're going to start seeing, you know, LR Dokkan Fest exclusives now, but we haven't seen any. Those are the only 2 that we have seen. And then we got that random Tanabata banner halfway through the year, or for Global, I believe, was the thank you banner. But nonetheless, that's the only time we've seen it. So I'm going to do into 2 speculations that I think could potentially happen, and we'll have to see which road we're going to take. Okay, so first, road number 1, okay, going to the right here. We're going to take the off-ramp on the right here, okay? This road is going to be, we're just going to get 2 normal Dokkan Fest exclusive cards, okay? We're going to get some brand new cards, or, you know, brand new cards. You know, people are speculating that maybe we'll see a Ultimate Gohan and a Boo or something like that, even though we just got STR Boo. I don't think we'll get that. I haven't seen a new Ultimate Gohan. We haven't seen an Ultimate Gohan in a while. You know, I know people are always going to say that they want things like Garlic Jr. You will never see Garlic Jr. for a year 4 celebration. For something this big in a game like Dokkan, you would never see that. Plus, Garlic Jr. just in general isn't that popular. I mean, I know you've got old school fans that know about it, but talk to anyone currently, or a lot of fans here in Japan and everything like that, you're never going to see Garlic Jr. for year 4. It's just not going to happen, okay? Some other people are maybe hoping that we're going to get some GT love, even though, again, GT is not exactly the most popular thing when it comes to Dragon Ball. You know, a lot of people have always wanted, like, a baby, like an actual Dokkan Fest baby card. I guess technically it's baby in Vegeta's body, but nonetheless, same thing. I don't know if we're gonna be sticking with the transformation stuff still. I mean, we're still in that. We just got that with the Gogeta Blue and the Broly. So my guess is that, yeah, we'll probably see some kind of transformation thing. So if we did get something from, like, you know, Baby, essentially, that we could see that. Other people are speculating that we might see a GT, you know, Goku, like a kid Goku, and then after a certain amount of turns, he'll transform into Ape, and then he'll transform into SSJ4 or something like that. I personally hope it's not a, you know, continuous, you know, base SSJ3 kid, and then Ape, and then after that, because again, you guys know how much I hate and despise the long transformation sequences when it comes to that Goku and that Frieza transformation cards that we got. Because yeah, I haven't seen them. No, barely anyone ever sees them. Barely anyone. So, anyway, so if I personally had to say what I would want, and, you know, again, this is all just talking the speculation at first hand, saying people are speculating GT, people are sticking this, and this. What would I personally want? Honestly, that is one of the hardest questions ever, because we've gotten so many Vegeta. You know, you guys all know I'm a Vegeta fanboy, right? I love my Vegito and everything, but we've gotten so many Vegetos and everything. So honestly, originally I wanted Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan God Goku to be the next 2 Year 4 big celebration Dokkan Fest cards, but we just got those 2 cards during the Broly and the Gogeta banners. So I guess technically the Gogeta banners. So in terms of who I would personally want and be cool to see this character get some absolute love and everything, I can't say, to be honest. I really can't. The only thing, and again, this kind of goes against what I usually don't like, is if we got some kind of transformation, maybe Vegeta or something like that, and then maybe, I don't know, a transformation Trunks or something like that. Again, it's very unlikely that it would even happen. And again, I just still despise the whole every turn they're going to transform into a new thing or something like that. But at least with Vegeta, we've cut out a lot of these, you know, kind of fluff transformations. So maybe with Vegeta, he would start Super Saiyan, and then he could go Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan God, and then end it in Blue or something like that. It's only 4 transformations. Again, I know it's still kind of long, unfortunately. That's still, even if you get it on the first turn, that's still 8 turns, unfortunately. So, I don't know, something like that. Maybe cut out Super Saiyan 2, because, I mean, let's face it, ever since Super, they never go Super Saiyan 2 anymore, or they rarely do. So, I mean, if he just says Super Saiyan, God, and then, you know, Blue, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I honestly would. If you, all right, I will actually say, Sakatsuki, you're seeing this on video right now. If you give me a Super Saiyan Vegeta that then goes into Super Saiyan God and then the Super Saiyan Blue, and that's it, great passive, great leader skill and everything, and none of that half, you know, has to be facing this type of character in this category to get half his passive or anything, I'll go for it. I will actually say one of these transformations is actually good in terms of, you know, transforming every single turn. I will actually say on video, and I will defend it to my life, okay? But again, I don't really see that happening. And, you know, who knows? Maybe, again, we could see something with Trunks, and people are speculating that maybe we'll see a Trunks and LR, you know, Zombies or something like that. But we saw that 2 years ago with New Year's, and it didn't particularly do very well. It wasn't even a normal Dokkan Fest. It was just a simple, or it wasn't a dual Dokkan Fest. It was just simply a normal Dokkan Fest. It was both of them on the same banner. I remember I couldn't pull Trunks to save my life. I pulled like 2 copies of that merged Zombies, and that was it. So I'm not really sure, again, what's going to happen. So again, if I had to pick something, I would say maybe a transforming Vegeta, Super Saiyan, God, and then Blue. But then you have to ask, well, then what's the second one? I mean, I guess technically Trunks, what would be like Super Saiyan, Rage, and then Spirit, Sword, Rage, I don't even know practically. So I mean, again, it's trying to fill in that second one. And I know these are always usually themed, right? And we'll probably find out what's going to happen with the whole countdown and everything that we're going to get 7 days before the celebration starts, just like we've always done. You know, we'll see the 2 Dragon Balls, like back in year 2 anniversary. We saw Goku and Vegeta as kids, and they slowly progressed all the way up to base. Super Saiyan 2, Majin, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan, well, it wasn't God, and then it was their base GT forms, or no, sorry, it was Super Saiyan 3, but GT, and then, or something like that. I don't even remember, honestly, it's been so long ago. But anyway, nonetheless, there's always a theme to it, right? So for this one, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, you can't say transforming Goku and Vegeta, because we just got a transforming Goku, and if you can make a better transforming Goku than what you have now, that's going to be the case. And if we go again back to the whole, is it going to be the combination category, like a real leader skill for the transforming category that's not the LR Yamcha, then you got to look at it and be like, well, we've already had both Goku and Vegeta in, you know, as a combination in 2 cards in their LRs, Vegetas, and Gogetas. So two combinations that work together. Maybe we'll see a combination of Vegeta and Trunks. That'd be a kind of a cool card. The more I think about it, have a combination, have a Vegeta Blue and a Trunks Super Saiyan 2, whatever form they want to call him. I mean, they still can't get Trunks' teen name right and everything like that. So I'm not really sure what's gonna be happening there. So I mean, we could see something like that maybe, and then as another category that's not the combination one, maybe we see something more for Namekian or something. I honestly don't know. It's really hard to see what is going to be happening for year 4 at this point, but we are going to be seeing V-Jump here in the next week. Again, it is the 14th of January right now. I'm expecting on the 18th, which is Friday, or Saturday the 19th, we will get the leaks for the V-Jump, and we'll see what's going to happen. So again, I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to be getting. Maybe, but the thing is also from the V-Jump is that they're going to give us very basic info. They're going to tell us, okay, here's the starter thing. There might be some LR campaign thing. I know we just got the LR Trunks thing, but maybe they're going to do the LR Vegeta one already. I'm not really sure. And then, these random rebirth cards are going to get some Dokkan Awakens maybe, and then lots of stones, yada yada. And then it's going to be like big question mark. What will be the big new cards? And that's going to be it, essentially, right? So they never spoiled the LRs last year. They never spoiled the SSJ4s the year before that. So again, who knows? It's really hard to say. But I do think, because this happened last year, that we will get some LR banners or something like that for the halfway through the month. So the middle of February, we will probably get either a new LR or we're going to get those old LR banners back again, whereas like every 4 days or something like that, we had the LR banners return. And as you guys know, the LR banners are pretty decent now because there's so many LRs these days that even if you don't get the featured LR, even though that is technically your best case or chance to get them, then you also have a chance to get a bunch of other LRs because you just get a Vegito or you get a Hercule riding Boo, and it's an automatic LR. So that's just something right there. So, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. What do you think is going to happen? Like I said, and if you're seeing this like 2 weeks after this, it was released and everything, then yeah, obviously we probably have some more information. But as of right now, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know. This is the first time it's just like, what is there? And I know that, and heck, even last year I was saying this, I'm like, what in the world are they going to do? And then they do the LR Vegito and Gogeta. So I honestly don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. So anyway, guys, that's what we have for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think is going to happen for year 4? What do you want to happen for year 4? And just, again, what do you expect to Layton? So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Leave your likes down below. Leave comments down below as always. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.